Welcome to UBC Lunchtime News. Today in our stories, the Department of Health and Human Services at the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with stakeholders, have launched the 4th edition of the National Mental Health Conference under the theme Building Resilient Communities, the Future of Mental Health in Uganda. This year's conference aims at promoting mental health, raise awareness about mental health issues, and provide accessible counseling services to those in need. Take a look.
Stakeholders are coming with various suggestions, such as research, government interventions, among others, to the problem. According to the Assistant Commissioner for Mental Health at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Hafsa Lukwata, raising awareness about issues related to mental health is key and should be priority.
The youngest populations, it means that the majority of its people are actually young. Then these young people have to take up this responsibility of understanding mental health and helping others. So we want to engage, I think it's going to be work in progress. We want to engage the young people in being advocates for people with mental illnesses, but also for being advocates for, all the preventive programs that there could be. We do not want to see people, we don't want to treat people. We want people not to fall sick.
Stakeholders have also called on government to enhance efforts of supporting mental health issues such as awareness, treatment, and other programs through policy and funding.
And my appeal to government is to mandate every institution where these young people are, from nursery, primary school, secondary, university, to give information about mental health in the workplaces. Our bosses should protect the mental health of their employees, by giving them information on how to nurture and protect their mental health. If we can start from there, we are going to really boost the mental health of the entire population. But we need to be talking. That's the first thing. Yes. And by the way, for us to be able to have these conversations, we have to address stigma. Stigma is the #1 thing preventing us from addressing men.
According to specialists, some mental health cases can be treated if diagnosed early. In this case, they urge the public to seek for knowledge to understand how to approach each case.
And I'll harp on this is awareness. First of all, you need to tell people that this is a challenge. And how do you do that? You integrate with the existing structure. So you go right down to the Nabachala, to the men leaders, the women leaders, and you tell them these are the signs of depression. This person was not bewitched. If this person is isolating, doesn't want to come out there, take them to a trained intervention. And interventions can be really cheap. Like I said, talk therapy. So talk therapy is one of the ways that we can begin to provide services at low cost and out there in the rural areas. In refugee settlements, we can also do, there's a variety of interventions. There's, interventions like CBT. CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy for trauma. And there's many others. But I think the most important thing is, how do we democratize mental health care?
According to Uganda Bureau of Statistics, in 2024, 5,134 people suffered epilepsy, 4,377 had alcohol use disorder, 4,051 were dealing with substance abuse, 7,018 were diagnosed with schizophrenia, 6,673 were suffered bipolar disorder, while 5,148 suffered anxiety disorder.
The Pakwach District, Christine Aayo, has resigned to join politics. Aayo, a former woman member of parliament for the Greater Nebi District, joins the woman member of parliament race for Pakwach District. In Aayo City, voters are demanding for the return of Bernard Atiku, the former Aayo County.
And the Ministry of Public Service has granted me early retirement. I'm leaving office because I want to go and contest for election as woman MP for Pakwach District. I was MP of Nebi District in the 9th Parliament for 1 term. But while I was here on the ground, God gave me the opportunity. But serving here in the local government brought me down. It helped me to serve under people. So I think as I go into this race of MP, I will now be so much of a servant leader. Now Pakwach boasts of being among some of the best performing districts in West Nile as far as education is concerned. But there are so many challenges. Challenges of infrastructure, and then the challenges of limited resources.
In the last 4 years, we have been in the sabbatical leave. And indeed, very many people have been reaching out to me to find out whether I am coming back in the race. And I've been telling them we are monitoring the situation and making the necessary arrangements. And I can gladly say today that the journey has started.
Especially with the current MP, I have never seen him speaking in parliament, but here in the villages he's moving around talking nonsense to people that city is bad. But for us, we people who know, we don't see anything bad with the cities. To me, the coming back of Atiku, as he used to do, Atiku has done a lot.
I have seen the scorecards for 2 seasons. The latest one here also scored 0. The previous ones also scored 0. Last year scored 0, and this year scored 0. So we have only a member of parliament who is scoring us 0s. So we are not happy about it.
The Uganda Wash and Sanitation Network, in collaboration with the Ministry of Water and Environment, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education and Sports, and the Australian Development Agency and several other government and development partners have unveiled the Wash Impact and Influence Awards. This announcement follows the initial launch of the initiative by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Water and Environment in October 2024.
Despite the major strides in improving access to water and sanitation, over 30 million Ugandans still lack safely managed sanitation. Many more face water scarcity, inadequate hygiene services, and increasing climate-related risks. Addressing these gaps is essential to improving national health, education outcomes, productivity, security, and resilience of our country. The Uganda Wash Impact and Influence Awards serve as a strategic platform, first of all, to recognize excellence and thereby celebrating individuals, organizations, and innovations that have made significant contributions to Uganda's wash sector. We also want to promote accountability within the wash subsector by highlighting best practices and inspiring a culture of integrity, transparency, and service delivery.
These awards will honor exceptional individuals, organizations, and initiatives that have significantly impacted communities and demonstrated innovation in addressing sector challenges.
The process shall be supported by a panel of judges that will deal with the synchronization of the results and ensuring fairness and upholding a process that is very good and transparent. And this panel of judges shall be constituted from government, and there's also a representation from academia, from UWASNet Board of Directors, UWASNet Secretariat, and we shall also have representation from communication specialists from both NGOs and government. We will have representation from a former managing editor. We recognize the role of the media in this and to be able to pick out the stories, especially for the media.
The deadline of submission of the nominations and entries will be on the 15th of August 2025. We are going to shortlist announce the shortlisted candidates or awardees on the 15th of September 2025, and the award ceremony, the day that we shall be announcing announcing the awards or having the celebrations, will be on the 3rd of October 2025 at Sheraton Hotel.
So in terms of water,
as Muslims prepare for Eid al-Duha, the festive of sacrifice set for early next month, Postbank Uganda has donated cows and goats to Masjid Omahatil in Bombo, Luwero district. The animals will help Muslims observe the tradition, and it marks one of the most important events on the Islamic calendar.
Thus, this day is in commemoration of the act of our grandfather Ibrahim. I'm Christian, but Ibrahim is also in our teachings. The trust he had in God, that he allowed to almost slaughter his son, is the trust we Ugandans we should put in God. We have partnered with the mosque and the leadership of Bombo Mosque to make sure that the Ugandans who are prospering spiritually through the teachings from the mosque leadership are as well put into the financial sector of Postbank for us to be able to drive prosperity in their households. I've done this in the different regions of the country, the northern, the eastern, the western, and Bombo is the representative of the central region.
You have stood in solidarity with the Muslim community, showing both faith and generosity. May the Almighty return what you have given. You have brought the spirit of Eid to life among us, and we will proudly let our fellow Muslims know that it is Postbank who made this blessing possible.
Pope Leo has ordained 11 new priests for the Diocese of Rome today during Mass at St. Peter's Basilica. Now, the Pope urged the ordinance to embrace a life of service, humility and pastoral care right after this short commercial break that we're going to take.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered a draw to win school fees.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your areas of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
I got to learn about the Powerball through the website www.nationallottery.go.ug. Played Powerball tickets worth 5,000, used an option of quick pick, and that's how I was able to be the lucky one to win 35 million. I checked my tickets online and I found out that I had winning numbers. The feeling was incredible and full of excitement. I would advise everyone who is 18 and above that whatever you're seeing here exemplifies reality. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Uganda National Lottery for bringing us this opportunity to win millions.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Buza Kamiso now, enhancing tax education and bringing it closer to the taxpayers. Many Ugandans have questions about the taxes they pay to URA.
When we come at revenue, they tell us to clear chitenge at 10,000. And when we are selling chitenge, we sell it at 17. So we don't know whether we are working or not.
Understanding your tax obligations can help you grow your business and avoid unnecessary losses. Now, you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Muanguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
Special announcement. The NRM Secretary General, Right Honorable Richard Todwong, informs all NRM members that there will be elections for Special Interest Group Committee flag bearers, the youth, older persons and PWDs in all villages across the country. From the 30th of May to the 1st of June 2025, there will be expression of interest, nominations and campaigns for all interested candidates in all villages. Voting will take place on Monday, the 2nd of June 2025. Expression of interests and nominations will take place at parish level by the NRM Parish Registrar, while voting will take place at village level by the NRM Village Registrar. Eligible members under the above categories are encouraged to participate in these elections. Note: on voting day, members under the above categories with missing national identification numbers (NINs) in the yellow bulbs are encouraged to provide them. Long live NRM. Long live President Yoweri Museveni.
Ennaku 3 ez'omuziki enseko n'okuzuula nga weetooloddwa obulungi bw'obutonde nga kw'otadde n'abayimbi abasingayo mu Africa. Zina ate onyumirwa obulamu bukujaguza obuwangwa bwa Africa obujjuvu ng'obutonde bwe bukuza obujja. Tukwaniriza mu milege. Jaguzanga bw'onyumirwa obulamu omuziki, sinema, ebyokulya, engero n'emboozi. Milege World Music Festival 2025 okuva nga 6 paka nga 8 mu mwezi gw'omukaaga ku Botanical Gardens Entebbe. Okugula tiketi nyiga *165*2 londako Milege World Music Festival 2025 ogoberere endagiriro oba kuba ku noti 752833 oba tukyalire ku website yaffe www.milege.org. Biwagiddwa Entebbe Municipal Council, Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Uganda Wildlife Authority, Civil Aviation Authority, Uganda Tourism Board, Rock Telecom, Ovidian Uganda, 106.5 Energy Radio, Protea Hotel Entebbe, and UBC.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In more stories, the newly elected NRM chairperson for Busia, Isaac Muanguzi, has been sworn in after defeating his closest challenger with 241 votes against 139 votes. Muanguzi now says that he's to commence his journey in the office by healing those who were wearing wounds and the wounds which were caused during the elections. Take a look.
It's also to rest well and actually that's a soft exit, and he left for us such that we can take up the party. And what we emphasize actually is going ahead of the party. The party has a lot of things to do, but we need this generation to take up the party in terms of mobilization. And taking up leadership is not about age, but wisdom and guidance from the elders. So I think I'm the best of this kind ever, and the candidate who is fit to.
From the international scene, Pope Leo XIV has ordained 11 new priests for the Diocese of Rome today during Mass at St. Peter's Basilica. The Pope urged the ordinands to embrace a life of service, humility and pastoral care, calling them shepherds after the heart of Christ. From the sports world, the 4th annual edition of Road Safety Marathon, co-organized by the Legacy Road Safety Initiative, and the Ministry of Works and Transport, has ended at Old Kampala SS Playground, with a call to Uganda to engage more in road safety campaigns as opposed to leaving the responsibility to government and civil society organizations alone. Works and Transport Minister General Katumba Wamala, together with Supreme Court Judge Mike Chibita, flagged off the 3-phase marathon of 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers and 5 kilometers.
Go! Do we have cyclist walkers? Sending a message that life matters. Every life in this country matters. And the only way we can ensure that our lives and those of our friends and our community and even our relatives matter is to be responsible on the roads. I want to thank Legacy Road Safety Initiative for organizing and leading this, and we highly support you, and we will continue supporting you every time you come up with such an arrangement.
Our main focus is on the pedestrian.
Congratulations.
The pedestrian is among the most
As we're getting ready to usher our silver medalists, ladies and gentlemen,
is a collective effort. Each one of us has to step up. We all have to come and rally efforts together, put our voices together. Until then, shall we see numbers reducing on our roads?
Our main point in this event is pushing our guardrail system. This system is made in Uganda, built for Uganda, designed for Ugandan roads. So we urge all contractors that are building roads in this booming construction industry.
And usage. The third reason is because of our, we are a technology company. We provide internet, cloud, and cybersecurity services. But also the road usage now and science are advancing into a digital space. So we are part of the people that can contribute to the society.
Yes, we are here as far as the sponsors of the marathon run. We are thankful for those that have attended, those that have made it, the organizers. Thank you for making such a beautiful event.
Thank you so much for watching UBC Lunchtime News with me, Sharon Kyomugisha. Have a good afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of pilgrims